Kelvin. Welcome to San Francisco and welcome to Friday Night Baseball on Sportsnet LA, brought to you by Jack in the Box. Longtime rivals, the Dodgers and the Giants, and two of the top three teams not just in the division but in the National League so far this year. Top three records in the league as we work through the quarter pole of the season. San Francisco, San Diego, Los Angeles, all in the National League West. It's always exciting when these teams get together, especially so when they're near the top of the standings. Joe Davis or Hershiser. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. Really good pitching matchup to get this series started. It's an old friend and Alex Wood going for the Giants. Trevor Bauer for the Dodgers.
He's been in L.A., he's been in Cincinnati, now he's with the Giants, and he's keeping the ball down, and he's getting a lot of ground balls. He's also getting a lot of weak contact, lowest barrel percentage in baseball, and when he's on at his best, it's the slider that puts him away. The fastball location is usually going to be down. The slider is a chase pitch, and he's also got a changeup. We've seen him really good, Joe, but we've also seen this guy is going up against really good, and that's Trevor Bauer. What a sign by the Dodgers. His high fastball is a whiff rate machine, and when he comes about the fastball and then now using the slider more than the cutter and also mixing in some changeups, but he wants to be in the middle of the heat.
Coming off 7 shutout innings, just 2 infield hits his last time out. Dodgers won a bullpen game last night, but for how that bullpen sets up going into the weekend, we bring in Kirsten Watson.
Thanks, Joe. In yesterday's bullpen game, we saw 7 relievers take them out, and that includes the starter, David Price. So today, Dave Roberts confirmed that while, yes, there is a depleted bullpen, there will be 4 guys available. That's Edwin Uceta, Blake Trinan, Dennis Santana, and the newly added Nate Jones, who's with the team and available tonight.
All right, Kirsten, the veteran will be in Dodger blue for the first time. Both these teams coming off 4-game sweeps and beginning the season series, the first of 19, as they get together for the 132nd season. First pitch coming up from San Francisco. And Giants ready to get together for the first time this season. The 132nd year these teams going head-to-head. How about that? Separated by just 21 wins all time in a series that officially goes back to 1890, when the Brooklyn Bridegrooms moved from the American Association to the National League. Teams, of course, move west in 1958 together. We are in San Francisco on Oracle Park for the first game of 3 this weekend, the first game of 7 over the next 9 between the teams, and the first of 19 this year. Lineup for Dave Roberts here in Game 1 looks like this, with Mookie Betts to lead it off. An off day for Max Muncy, so Chris Taylor hits second, starts in left field. Justin Turner's the 3-hitter and third baseman, with Albert Pujols playing first base and batting cleanup. Will Smith catches and hits fifth. Sheldon Noisy making the start at second base, with Gavin Lux at short, and DJ Peters getting his 4th start as the center fielder. We talked about Alex Wood off at the top, but a 1-year contract with the Giants. Chose the Giants over the Dodgers for the chance to do what he's doing, and that is start every 5th day. And that 1.75 ERA, good for 5th in the National League through his first 6 starts.
He's keeping the ball down. He's getting a lot of ground balls. He's leaving people on base. He is a huge competitor, which we have seen in person in a Dodger uniform, and now they're going to get to see it in a Giant uniform. Watch out for the slider. If he gets you to start chasing that slider, he can be dominant.
Giants come in with the best record in baseball at 28-16. They've won 5 in a row. They've won 10 of their last 13. And they've been very good here. 14-4 at home. Dodgers hot as well. Winners of 8 of their last 9. 26-18 in 2 games back of San Francisco. Off we go with a fastball that misses in. Ball 1 on Betts. It's been kind of a roller coaster of a year for the Dodgers. 13-2 out of the gates. And they dropped 15 of 20. But went home and got right. Going 8-1 in the homestand. Finishing off the 4-game sweep of the Diamondbacks last night. Betts leading this one off. And he's ahead 3-0.
Dodgers' hot streak at home, it really coincided with how the offense came alive and also the bullpen.
4-pitch walk to start the game. The Dodger offense second in the National League, trailing just the Cincinnati Reds, scoring more than 5 runs per game. But as we've talked about many times, still trying to get it going against left-handed pitching. Number 1 offense in the league against righties, but 3rd worst in terms of OPS against lefties. Chris Taylor has been an exception to that rule. One of the best in the league against southpaws. First strike from Wood. It's 0-1. One of the best in the league against southpaws. One of the best in the league against fastballs.
One of the best in the league at 95+ fastballs.
I guess one of the best in the league, period, this year. Checking in at 2nd in on-base percentage. Laid on this heater, and it's 0-2.
Such a fun place to play. Any of the enemy ballparks, you just love the vibe and the energy.
On an 0-2, Taylor watches it miss inside. Chris Guccione calling balls and strikes tonight. Goes to 1-2. And fun being in these ballparks when both teams are good. The Giants have had 4 consecutive losing seasons. Already a conversation, by the way, between Wood and the home plate umpire. 4 straight losing seasons for the Giants, and proven some people wrong so far this year. It's 2-2 on Taylor. I think folks thought they would be better, but I'm not sure anybody saw having the best record in baseball, and it's not that early anymore. We're past the quarter point of the season.
Yeah, the core of Longoria and Posey and Belt and Crawford. The old guard has stepped it up, which nobody expected them all to step it up. And some of the affordable pieces that Farhan Zaidi, added in, kind of knowing that we're maybe not ready yet, but let's just get some competitive pieces and possibly with some upside, and they're all playing at a high level.
Much better offense with those resurgences you're talking about, and the number 1 rotation in baseball. Starters are 20-6 with a 2.56 ERA. Wood gets his first out tonight, striking out Taylor.
A deep count for Chris Taylor. He ends up getting a 3-2 breaking ball. Disappointed, I'm sure, in the strikeout, but boy, did he work him over.
Wood, one of several guys they brought in on a 1-year contract into that rotation. As Turner gets ready to hit, got Anthony DeSclafani, who had a 7 ERA last year. He's got a 2 ERA this year. Kevin Gausman, early Cy Young candidate, leading the rotation at 4-0 with a 1.66. 0-1 on Turner.
And Webb and Cueto are no slouches. They're solid. The only reason they're probably at 4 and 5 is just because of the unbelievable top 3 right now. But by the end of the year, somebody like Johnny Cueto might flip the equation.
Dodgers won't see Cueto this weekend. Bullpen day tomorrow for the Giants, and then DeSclafani on Sunday. Turner pokes one down the line. Foul. And quickly in an 0-2 hole for a guy who is trying to break out of his slump. Hitless in his last 17 at-bats. And really, this goes back about a month now. Dodgers got off to that 13-2 start. Turner was hitting .426 with an OPS around 1,300. In the month since then, he's hitting .198 with an OPS that's less than half of that. That's at first, one gone. 0-2 from Wood. Fouled back.
Justin's issue right now is kind of like where Max Muncy was back at the beginning of the season, just not hitting the ball in the zone and not hitting the fastball. Getting pitches where they're very hittable for him and fouling them back or missing them.
Another 0-2. Got him with a back foot breaking ball. Back-to-back strikeouts for Wood after the leadoff walk.
2 sliders down and in. One gets Taylor, and this one gets Justin Turner. He's going to live down by the knees with his fastball, and then he's going to take you lower with the slider.
Albert Pujols, who hit his first Dodger home run last night, the 668th of his big league career. It also moved him into 12th all-time in hits. Strike one from Wood. 3-2 win for the Dodgers last night. All those runs coming on homers. Pujols with a 2-run shot. Smith with a solo shot. And a throwback to their offense last year when they were pretty home run reliant. There's Albert's homer to the opposite field.
Little cutter out over the plate, and he got enough of it.
Ouch. Posey.
Got it right on the quad. Everybody giving Buster a little bit more time right now. A slider in on Albert's hands. Ends up on the thigh of Buster Posey.
One of the reasons for his offensive resurgence this year is that they're giving him more time off. He's on a very strict 2-on 1-off schedule with Kurt Casale, the backup catcher. That started the game with a walk. Wood has struck out back-to-back hitters since and now has Pujols 0-2.
Albert going down there and trying to dig that slider out that got Taylor and Turner.
That's a pitch Albert's had a hard time with this year. 1 for 20 against sliders. On another 0-2. He pulls the grounder to third. There's Longoria to go to second and end the inning. A leadoff walk, but then 1-2-3. So scoreless top of the first for Wood. Here comes Trevor Bauer taking on the San Francisco Giants for the first time in his big league career. This is the lineup. Gabe Kapler, Mike Yastrzemski leads it off. Then Posey, Crawford, and Bell. Just like old times, those guys hitting 2, 3, and 4. Longoria out of the 5 spot. Dickerson in left. Donovan Solano and Mike Tauchman hitting 7th and 8th. Against Trevor Bauer, in time now for the Land Rover Performance Spotlight. You go back to the beginning of his Cy Young season last year. Opponents are hitting 153 over his last 20 starts. That's the 6th best, or worst, depending on how you look at it, average against since 1906 in the National League over a 20-start span. Trevor coming off 7 shutout innings against Miami on Saturday, where he struck out 10, didn't walk anybody. It's his 8th start in a row of 2 earned runs or fewer. First pitch swinging from Mike Yastrzemski. And left field, Chris Taylor. Be a bit of an adventure there playing on the water. The wind unpredictable often. And Taylor able to make the catch. 1 gone.
Trevor Bauer gets a lot of swings on his high fastball. That's been his best pitch this year. It's really good in April. They hit only 182 off it, but in May even better, 048. And it doesn't matter if you're left or right-handed. He dominates both sides.
1 gone in a scoreless first inning, and here's Buster Posey leading the majors in average and in OPS. Technically doesn't qualify because of what we're talking about, the 2-on 1-off schedule. He's got the highest OPS for a Giant since Barry Bonds was playing in San Francisco.
What a resurgent year for him. Healthy, strong, and keeping him that way.
Behind 0-2. In 2018, he had the hip surgery that had been bothering him for a while. 2019 was his worst year as he tried to come back from it and then opted out of last season. He used the year to focus on his flexibility, strengthening his core, getting that hip completely right. Oh boy, he has been incredible. Average at 374. One of several veterans having career years for San Francisco. On a 1-2 from Bauer, Posey watches ball 2. hitting it harder than ever. I mean, you dig and you look at the numbers and say, what's going on here? He's the best he's ever been.
Yeah.
And it all seems real. There's some stance and some swing adjustments, but little tweaks. He's healthy, taking his walks. Swats this one to right. Betts is there for out number 2.
The thing I've noticed the most about Posey is just the way he's able to change his posture in the box now, where he can actually crouch down like he used to and dig the breaking ball out or go down and get the fastball. Much different with a guy that's got healthy legs, healthy knees.
I mean, a bad hip for a catcher, bad hip for any baseball player, but a catcher especially. It's a wonder that he played as long as he did with that issue. Go from one resurgent Giant to another. Brandon Crawford, who's never hit more than 21 home runs in a season. He's got 11 already, putting him on a 40 home run pace. Backdoor breaking ball, strike 1.
I wouldn't have thought he'd hit 11 all year. Really amazing turnaround with his swing.
Did he go? He did, and it's 0-2. Good time for it, too. It's the final year of his contract. He's saying, I still got it, folks.
Stance looks a little bit more open. Looks like he's starting his hips a little sooner, but keeping the upper body closed.
On an 0-2 from Bauer. A breaking ball is tapped along first foul.
We're watching Trevor Bauer throw a few more curveballs today already, and he has really started to throw more sliders than cutters. Also mixing in a few changeups lately. April was mostly fastball cutter.
Odds with the sign from Smith, delivers 0-2, and a fastball's taken high. Crawford, 34 years old, his 11th big league season. Bounce back really began last year. He was an all-star in 18. He had the worst year of his career in 19, but career best numbers last year. Nothing close to this, though.
Always thought of him as a very well-rounded shortstop until the bat fell off.
2-2. Full count. Brandon Belt on deck. As Trevor Bauer gets ready for the 7th pitch to Brandon Crawford. Home with the payoff. Strikes him out with the fastball. 1-2-3 first for Trevor Bauer. No score in San Francisco.
California Lexus dealers get to the starter. When these Giant starters go 6 or more, they are 17-6. That wouldn't be very good against the Dodgers. Get him up. That's Alex Wood. You've got to get him from the bottom of the strike zone. You got to get him up because they're only hitting 0.73 off him when he's down there, and the Dodgers need some road relief. Last road trip, an ERA over 4.5, but at home the bullpen was great.
Will Smith opens the second with a knock down the line. Yastrzemski races over to dig it out and holds Smith to a long single. The leadoff man aboard on the first hit of the game.
Mookie Betts gets on with a walk. Now Will Smith with a ball down in the corner. Yastrzemski must be playing way over there. He got to this ball in a hurry. It was a very nice play to dig it out of that corner and get it in. A very wide turn by Will Smith, but good job not continuing on.
Smith at first as Lux comes up. And watches the first pitch fastball for a strike. Kevin trying to bounce back from his first 3 strikeout game of the year, but overall it's been a good month for him. 311 in May after he hit 179 in April. And he said he's feeling more and more confident, more and more comfortable. Shatters his bat on a roller to third. Into the palm of the glove of Longoria. They get the out at second, and that's all. Lux aboard with one gone for Sheldon Noisy, and we check in with Kirsten.
Joe, when facing a former player, former Dodger Alex Wood, I asked Dave Roberts what the plan is to attack him. He said it's to be disciplined in the strike zone. When it comes to Alex, he's a very good competitor. He's going to get guys to chase. He does a very good job of making balls look like strikes to induce the swing. So for the guys tonight, for the Dodgers, it's to be patient and stay within themselves.
The Dodgers saw Alex Wood at his best a couple times. The All-Star season 2017, and then in the postseason last year. At strike one on Noisy, just one run over 4 games. That included 4 shutout innings in the World Series where Farhan Zaidi and the Giants saw that, and they thought that's the best they had seen him in years. Alex says that's the best he felt in years. And it's what attracted the Giants to him. It's a soft bouncing ball to short. Crawford to second one. Solano to first. And the dirt, the inning kept alive.
Couple of fielder's choices for the Dodgers after the Will Smith base hit. This one could have been a double play, but Belt can't dig it out.
Two gone. Here's DJ Peters. He grew up a Dodger fan, now playing in the Dodger-Giant rivalry. 88, starting in center field tonight. First pitch from Alex Wood. This is away, ball 1. DJ 2 for 12. Does have a few walks sprinkled in there.
Not many at bats. That average can change in a hurry.
Went around, and it's 1-2.
Alex Wood is really locating that fastball in a nice spot against righties and opening up the slider down and in after you do that.
Peters takes it low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Buster Posey with the deep target, like they're going to come fastball up and in and then throwing the slider down.
Noisy the man at first. Peters on 2-2, swings to a fastball, and that's that for the Dodgers in the second. They put the leadoff man on against Wood both innings, but nothing to show for it. On Sportsnet LA is brought to you by the SoCal BMW Centers. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Back in San Francisco, no scores. We go to the bottom of the second. And Trevor Bauer has struck out Brandon Crawford to finish off the first inning. Has it within 9 strikeouts of a jumbo jack tomorrow with the purchase of a large drink at LA area restaurants.
Trevor was in the on-deck circle when the inning ended, so just finishing up his warm-ups right here. Both these starting pitchers going according to their current plans. Bauer dominating with the fastball all 3 outs, and Alex Wood is doing very well with his slider as advertised. 0 for 5 the Dodgers are off that slider.
And Trevor Bauer has now made a start against 29 of the 30 teams in the majors. Only team that he's not started against, Cleveland Indians, team that he spent the majority of his career with. His first one tonight against San Francisco. Belt, Longoria, and Dickerson coming up in the second. Belt's first plate appearance since Saturday. He's been out with a sore side. He takes ball 1 from Bauer. Well, Belt last year was top 10 in the league in OPS. His numbers down some. Takes high, and it's 2-0. Felt like Crawford in the last year of his contract. 33 years old, 11th big league season. And a 2-0 pitch from Trevor Bauer. He watches ball 3. Strike 1. Strike 2. Fastball by him.
No matter what count, Trevor Bauer has an ego with his fastball, that's for sure. Sometimes it's because of the velocity, other times the location, other times for the optics.
League hitting 116 against that pitch this year. Sticks with it and strikes him out. Second strikeout and a fastball for Bauer. 1 gone in the second.
Brandon Belt, not sure it was a strike, but it was a strike. He must have just blinked through it. Don't see a veteran hitter like that not thinking that's a strike if he's seeing it clearly.
Four up, 4 down for Bauer, and here's Evan Longoria. 3 for 5 with a home run in their 19-run outburst yesterday, finishing off their sweep in Cincinnati. And for him, they hope got him back on track. He was 3 for his previous 31. Back-to-back breaking pitches, 0-2.
And he is really dominating the fastball. You can see why Bauer goes with the breaking stuff. There's a few guys that are really hitting the fastball in this Giants club. Crawford, his resurgence, especially with the power, is hitting the heater.
Coming home with an 0-2. That's a fastball that misses. Ball 1. Yeah, 344 against fastballs for Evan Longoria, 148 against everything else. And you get everything else. 4 strikes, 1 and 2. Got a slider here. Took it for ball 2.
You know, the 0-2 fastball was just a show me fastball to get back to the breaking stuff. Trevor has a little bit of that in him. He'll go strength against strength, but he really makes sure that he tries to hit his spot. So I'm sure he was going edge of the plate or ball with that fastball. Albert's a little lonely over there on the right side, especially at his age and his range. It's a big hole over there.
Another 2-2. A slider. They ask down to first. No swing. Full count. Longoria 35 now. He's in his 4th year with the Giants. He was below league average over the first 3 seasons. But right now hitting it harder than ever. In fact, only Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge hitting it harder on average than Longoria. On a payoff pitch. He pulls it into the shift. There's Turner on a bounce. 2 out.
As advertised, he hit it hard.
Right at Turner. The defense there to put him away. Up comes Dickerson. Bauer's first pitch is high, ball 1. They got Dickerson in a trade from the Padres midway through 2019. He was their best hitter from that point forward in 19, and then last year had a huge September, put up the best numbers of his career. Not quite the same this year. He dealt with a shoulder issue, just came back from the injured list on Sunday. But when he's been healthy throughout his career, he's hit. It's been a matter of staying on the field. He missed 2 full seasons with injuries. Swings and misses at a fastball, and it's 2-1. Bauer home with a 2-1 pitch. Dickerson watches strike 2. It's a much more patient Giants lineup. They've always been top 5 or 10 in baseball in terms of swing percentage. Actually, the second lowest swing percentage in baseball this year. On this 2-2, Dickerson fouls it off. We'll do it again.
Dickerson's contact has been weaker. He's got more chase in his game right now, striking out more.
Bauer looking for another 1-2-3 inning. Let's go over 2-2. Dickerson punches a breaking ball inside the bag, base hit in the left. Kind of an excuse me swing to protect with 2 strikes, and it turns into their first base runner.
They went cutter inside, and he's just getting sawed off. He's trying to get it to the barrel, and then it starts burying in on him. He hits it right off the handle. We said weaker contact.
Yeah. 2 out. Here's Donovan Solano. Who just came off of the IL, missing a month with a calf injury. First pitch breaking ball is in there, and it's 0-1. Solano, former Dodger farmhand. A lot of teams farmhands. 17 pro years, a lot of those spent in the minors, including 2018 AAA Oklahoma City, the Dodgers system. Giants got him in 19. He hit .330. Last year he hit .326. He does it without hitting it exceptionally hard, but he has the #1 line drive rate in baseball. Kind of a throwback. On this 0-2 from Bauer, he watches it break away, ball 1.
3 breaking balls to Solano.
Throw it again and struck him out. 3rd strikeout for Trevor Bauer over a couple scoreless innings. No score after 2. From Pasadena, their favorite player is Matt Beatty. We got a Matt Beatty fan here. Join Junior Dodgers for a chance to be the Junior Dodger of the game. Visit Dodgers.com/JRDodgers. Typically it falls into like 3 or 4 buckets, right? Bellinger, Turner, Betts, Kershaw. That's usually the the Junior Dodgers go those routes. All great choices. That's our first Matt Beatty Junior Dodger. Bauer leading off this 3rd, quickly 0-2 behind Wood. Alex Wood had a 4-pitch walk to start the game, but 22 of his last 27 pitches have been strikes, and he's wasting no time sitting Bauer down.
It's a food fight, an MLB food fight presented by MasterCard to determine which ballpark food is the best this year. Fill out your bracket and vote for the Dodgers at MLB.com/foodfight today.
Dodgers about to get their second look at Alex Wood as Mookie Betts stands in. Had that 4-pitch walk to start things. Takes strike 1. High drive to left center field. It splits the gap and off of the glove of Tauchman, allowing Betts to get into second.
Mookie has been showing that he's been getting close to getting hot, getting the ball more in the air, not rolling over to third base. More we see him get that good flight pattern from right field to left center. Outstanding right there, and that little heel job in the center field for sure makes it a double.
Betts has been on both times. Dodgers are the man in scoring position for the first time tonight. And here's Chris Taylor. Struck out his first time. They're to be doubly sure with a man on second for the first time tonight that they have the right signs. And we know Alex particularly paranoid about signs and sign stealing. Go back to the World Series in 2017. He was the one guy who had an exceptional start against Houston in Houston. He says because he was extra paranoid and had some inclinations that there were some things going on. So he had double and triple signs. And
even with men on first, even with nobody on,
yeah,
he was using multiple signs in different sequences.
Took a no-hitter into the 6th inning of that start. Ball one on Taylor.
Showing a lot of respect for Chris Taylor's ability to hit the fastball. Showed him sliders in the first at bat, and here first pitch changeup.
Dodgers only had one at bat with a runner in scoring position in last night's win. Got it all done with homers. Got one of them here. And Taylor's ahead 2-0. And it makes sense, but in a lot of ways what they do in these situations has told the story. In wins, hitting .331 with runners in scoring position. In losses, .150. It's always going to obviously be better in the wins, but a huge gap. On a 2-0, Taylor digs it out, flies it to center. Tuchman's back at the wall. It's gone. A screamer to dead center. A 2-run shot for Chris Taylor, and it's 2-0 Dodgers.
He is absolutely killing left-handers, and he killed this ball. San Francisco, yes, they've moved the fences in, but with that marine layer, you've got to wail on it to get it out to center. Chris Taylor, the most runs in the National League. Well, this one he drives himself in. That's quite a shot, Joe.
And a 2-0 lead. Ball one on Turner.
So important for the Dodgers to break on top in a road game, not go back to the old road trip where they were 2-8. Both these teams coming in with sweeps, got confidence and momentum.
Overall this year, Dodgers just 10-12 on the road. 16-6 at home after that dominant homestand. Carrying some of the momentum of that perhaps into the early stages of this one with a Taylor long ball. Turner struck out his first time, wraps it on the ground here to Brandon Crawford. And the shortstop throws him out. Here's Pujols. Grounded to third his first time. Albert, who has a home run against Wood in his career. And Alex was with the Dodgers. Albert was with the Angels. It's not personal, Alex. He's got a few guys in his book. a strike.
Will Smith posted a picture of he and Albert high-fiving.
So
that was so good. A few more and we'll have 700 combined. That was so funny.
2-1. Dodgers posted the same picture, and their caption was pure. Will had this huge smile on his face. Albert had a big smile as well. And Will told Kirsten after the game that, yeah, as I'm rounding the bases, I just can't get it through my head. I'm scoring on a Pujols home run.
Like in the 600s.
Crawford again to end the inning. But the Dodgers with the first runs of the night. Chris Taylor, home run number 6. This one to dead center. 2-0, middle 3. San Francisco, first of 3 between the Dodgers and the Giants this weekend. Giants will have a trip down to Los Angeles next week for a 4-game set. 2-0 on the Taylor homer. 8-1 coming up for the Giants against Trevor Bauer. Mike Tauchman acquired in a trade from the Yankees in late April. 3 hits in his first game, 169 since.
Nice little setup for a shutdown inning for Trevor Bauer.
Tauchman, Wood, Yastrzemski. Flies the first pitch to right center field. Peters, 1 gone.
Shakey's Pizza is celebrating our educators with a Spectrum Sports Educator Sweepstakes. 8 lucky winners will receive a $50 gift certificate from Shakey's Pizza, plus a virtual teaching kit. Enter online at SpectrumEducator.com for your chance to win.
He's gotten first pitch outs in 2 of the 3 innings so far. His first one to Alex Wood is in there, strike 1. Braves to the Dodgers to the Reds, back to the Dodgers, and now the Giants for Wood. Actually, he said going into last year it was the same decision, Dodgers or Giants. Went to the Dodgers, felt like he had some unfinished business, which he was able to finish, getting that World Series ring. And this year the Giants offered him something the Dodgers couldn't, and that was pretty much a guarantee that he'd be a starter.
He's been a successful reliever at times. Got the kind of stuff and the look that you like out of a reliever, because he's not going to look like anybody else coming out of your pen.
It's one thing the Giants value is different looks, different release points. And you're going to get that from him. Fastball gets him, and Wood says, okay, take a little inventory on that location, being called a strike. The 4th for Bauer, 2 out. Back to the top in Yastrzemski, who flied out on the first pitch. Backdoor, strike 1. Drops it in there, strike 2.
Slider and then the curveball, both going backdoor over there. Those are really high-level pitches. It's one thing to throw breaking balls for strikes, just keep them down. It's another thing to be able to locate them on the arm side of the plate.
Throws another, this one in the dirt. And you don't have to dig too deep into the scouting report to see why he's doing this. Yastrzemski 104 against non-fastballs. Something that he was very good against last year when he was top 10 in the league in on-base plus slugging. On a 1-2, gets a fastball, but it's eye level or stash level. 2-2. They get a few good stashes. May stash.
You think it's just for May, or you think it was pandemic?
It's May. Tails back 95 to get the inside corner. On 11 pitches, a 1-2, 3/3. On Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Carl's Jr. Try the new hand-breaded chicken sandwiches from Carl's Jr. Feed your happy. And by Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the LA Dodgers. Back at Oracle Park, where the Dodgers lead 2-0 and a Chris Taylor home run. Great news today that Dodger Stadium will be open full capacity June 15th. Cross baseball starting to trend in that direction. Will Smith opens the fourth, flies the first pitch from Alex Wood into right center field. One pitch, one out. Now a word from Land Rover.
This Dodgers broadcast is brought to you by your SoCal Land Rover retailers.
One ball, no strikes on Gavin Lux. Got it into a fielder's choice his first time. Watches this one spin to the outside corner, 1-1. Another breaking ball, tap foul, 1-2.
Alex Wood actually has reverse splits this year, where lefties are hitting them better than righties. Coming into the game, lefties were actually hitting 300.
Lux hits it on the ground, but foul. He was the only left-handed hitter in the Dodger lineup tonight. Is that the effect of his improving changeup, working against righties?
I think so, and that down and in slider. Really good action. And his slider this year has really been more of a chase slider than landing in the zone. So maybe the lefties are picking up that it's going to be a ball a little quicker. Like that pitch right there. I mean, it looked like Gavin just took it right out of hand. But righties, it's coming from a place where you think, oh, that's out over the plate.
Grounded back to Wood, ricochets off him. Crawford gets it and throws high. Infield single, Gavin Lux.
Gavin can really get down the line. So just the deflection, that slows it down enough that he's probably got a shot from the left-hand batter's box, and you see that ball hasn't even reached the second base area, and he's halfway. Then Crawford with the wrong foot throw, not enough velocity on it, got rid of it quickly, barely got it in his glove before he transferred.
1-on-1 out. Sheldon Noisy stands in. Takes ball one. Lux is the, by StatCast, fastest player on the team. One of the fastest in baseball this year. Tied for second, Chris Taylor and Luke Raley.
That's some deceiving speed with Luke Raley. His turnover rate is not that much, but he must be covering a lot of ground.
On a 1-1, Noisy smacks it in the ground. That'll get through. Base hit, Sheldon Noisy. Lux goes to third. Well, Wood is doing what he wants to do, getting the ball on the ground, but one of them kind of a tough luck base hit. This one just finds its way into center.
Sheldon rewarding Dave Roberts. Continues to show confidence in Sheldon, and this hard ground ball finds a hole. And Gavin Lux's speed pays off. Gets him that extra 90 feet, not just going base to base, but 180 feet. Dodgers, one of the lowest teams as far as taking the extra base this year so far.
First and third, one gone. Big at bat here for DJ Peters with a pitcher on deck. Swung through a fastball for strike three his first time. Still waiting for him to really get a hold of one.
This is where hitting eighth gets tricky. The pitcher behind you, in some ways you want him to expand his zone and try and put the ball in play.
Bunts through it. 1-2.
Trying to push it by the left-hander Wood.
Takes it low, 2-2.
They didn't put DJ in the lineup to bunt. I'm sure Dave Roberts will have a little discussion with him. It might be getting a little psychological with him as far as trying to do the job and trying too hard. He's still up there though.
2 on, 1 out. 2-2. Peters watches ball three.
Need a little of the Justin Turner attitude, which is, I'm not worried about this at bat. It's a pitcher that's the one that's in trouble. Just relax and let your talent do the work.
Three-two. Got him swinging with a high fastball.
Choked up, but still gets beat. A couple of times Alex Wood with these two-strike fastballs up, he kind of quick pitches the hitter, goes to the set position, but then quickly raises his leg and comes home. Giants putting play on in case the Dodgers try and steal a run with a first and third double steal.
See if Bauer can find a hit. Dodgers out hitting the Giants 5-1. First and third, two gone. Bauer hits a grounder, but Crawford is there, and he feeds Solano to end the inning. They strand a couple, middle four, 2-0.
Dodgers, Dustin May meets with Dodgers head team physician Dr. Neil Eltrosh and undergoes Tommy John surgery. And Tony Gonsolin prepares to return to the active roster at the Dodgers facility in Arizona. Don't miss Backstage Dodgers, presented by Cadillac, tonight after the postgame show.
Dodgers up 2-0 and a Chris Taylor home run. As we go to the bottom of the fourth. Trevor Bauer with 5 strikeouts, 5 more, and everybody gets a free Jumbo Jack tomorrow. With the purchase of a large drink at LA area restaurants. Came back and got your Stremski. Before the fourth inning begins, we check in with Kirsten.
Joe, with the bullpen having limited available options today, Dave Roberts was asked what kind of leash Trevor Bauer has. And he said, depending on the score, the game, all of those things, it's hard to say. But he did say with the stress of the innings, he could see that it's likely that he could throw up to 110 to 120 pitches. That would be very reasonable for Trevor.
It's a guy that over the last 3 years is #1 in the majors in pitches per outing, 107 on average. And has followed up bullpen games all 3 times. It's not necessarily a coincidence. They know that they can get length out of him. They know they can trust him to put the bullpen in a good spot. Posey to lead off the 4th. 2, 3, and 4 for the Giants, who have just 1 hit against Trevor Bauer through 3 innings. Slider dips low, ball 1. Fly ball, left field. Taylor. 1 out. Trevor grew up watching a lot of Giants games because he loved Tim Lincecum. He's the first guy that he modeled his delivery after. So he memorized how he moved. Watched all his Giant starts, watched all the footage he put online of him back to his days at Washington. I'm gone for Brandon Crawford, but started to experience a lot of pain early on in his pro career and realized that it probably wasn't sustainable. Wouldn't be for many guys. What Tim Lincecum did. Freakish. Called him the freak for a reason.
So flexible. When his dad was teaching him, Tim Lincecum, Mr. Lincecum, teaching him to pick up pennies for the follow through, to reach down and to really reach out towards home plate.
That's when Trevor started to feel the arm pain using that delivery. That's when he went and got into biomechanics really for the first time. A guy named Bob Keys, biomechanics expert. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got advice on how to rebuild his delivery, how to make it efficient, how to make it a healthy delivery. Looked at video of Nolan Ryan, Greg Maddux, Randy Johnson. More modern guys are old as Chapman and Yu Darvish. And the common thread with all those guys that the biomechanics expert pointed out was their similar posture. That's high, and it's 2-2. Went to drive line soon after that for the first time. It's where he's really able to put some of those new ideas to practice. Strikes out Crawford with a high fastball. Over the course of a couple years, he'd redesigned the motion to be a whole lot more efficient. The early inspiration, the great Giant Tim Lincecum.
One of the most impressive things about Trevor Bauer's delivery is the way he takes the ball out of his glove. And then the hand is on top, loading the shoulder, getting the elbow up, and then also the arm never goes behind his torso. So he doesn't put a lot of pressure on his shoulder as far as the cocking action.
We talk about him wanting to go deep into games, wanting to pitch on short rests consistently. He can make that argument because of these clean and efficient mechanics more easily than a guy who doesn't have those mechanics can. 1-1 on Belt.
The other thing he does, he uses the lower half really well. You see that the toe is slightly in front of the heel, which then keeps his knee more pointed towards home plate. So his power from his leg kick doesn't go out the back end. It continually takes and forces him towards home plate in a straight line. So the first place I look on a pitcher is what their feet do, and then move up to the hips, and you just coach from the ground up when you're looking at somebody. Because everything up above reacts to what happens down below.
Weak pop fly, back of third. Turner angling out. Taylor coming on. That falls in no man's land. Bell to second with a 2-out bloop double.
Playing him around to pull in the infield and in the outfield. And you see Chris Taylor was over in the left center gap. Justin Turner coming from the 6th hole, approximately at shortstop. No chance for either one of them.
So it gives Evan Longoria a chance here, representing the tying run in the bottom of the fourth. Ground out to third his first time.
He established the breaking ball with him in the first at bat, and then he hit the ball hard to third on a fastball.
Bauer to Longoria. Strike one. Now the 7 shutout innings in his last start, 2 infield hits. And the 2 hits in this one so far, a 58-mile-per-hour bouncer that beat the shift, and then that blooper from Bell. 2 out. Trying to make it a moot point. 0-1 pitch. 0-2.
Got away with a hanger right there. Longoria has been killing the fastball and not hitting the breaking stuff. If you're going to hit breaking balls, that's the one you're going to pick on.
Stuck with it, fouled off. Stays at 0-2. First time the Giants have had a man in scoring position tonight.
Scoring position or nobody on. Trevor Bauer still attacking, getting ahead. 11 out of 14 first pitch strikes, and 3 in a row right here to Longoria with a man on second.
Trying to keep the Dodgers in front 2-0. Game 1 this weekend between these teams. Dodgers trying to get to within a game of first. Bauer home with another 0-2. Fastball. Ball 1.
Trevor thought he made the perfect pitch and dropped his head and started walking to the dugout. And boy, at 96 right there. He's got good eyes from the mound. He's got really good eyes. A sliver on the plate.
So he's got to try it again. Here's the 1-2. Slider taken for ball 2. He's probably thinking too, like, I'm not going to throw him many fastballs. I just pulled the trigger on one and made the perfect fastball and didn't get it paid off.
And it was a great setup pitch for a breaking ball, but Longoria just spit on it.
Belt at second, 2 gone, and a 2-2 pitch. In the dirt, Belt will take third. Count goes full.
Well, he tried to make a better one and overthrew it a little bit. He definitely has gotten the crowd into the game. He doesn't mind playing the villain.
Entertainer at heart. Now a 3-2. Walked him. And at the corners with 2 out.
Just not enough of the plate out of his hand.
Two on, 2 out, Dickerson. On a day where the Dodgers need some length out of Trevor Bauer, having to expend some extra effort here. Already This will be his 4th pitch since he thought he had ended the inning. To the corner for strike 1. Dickerson got the first Giants hit, that 58-mile-per-hour bouncer. He's fought the ball off him with 2 strikes and found a hole. Quickly 0-2.
I can't say it enough how high level pitch those are. Those breaking balls on the arm side, just backdooring them out there. Will Smith scooting over there, kind of half in and half out of the right-hand hitter's batter's box, and he is just laying it right on the corner. Now he's going to go a little softer with a curveball out there, it looks like.
Dickerson barely stays alive. Longoria was moving with a pitch.
Same sequence. When he got the easy base hit to left on the jam shot, they went cutter inside, and he just barely got it off the thumbs. But ended up getting a double on it.
2-0 and a Taylor home run. Giants trying to take advantage of this 2-out opportunity in the 4th. Another 0-2 from Bauer. And the dirt ball 1. And Longoria is into second.
Longoria was going to pull up, I think, if they'd have thrown through.
Already 70 pitches for Bauer. 1-2 to Dickerson. Target set up. Fastball is popped up. Out of play.
Dickerson, 226 coming into the game, got a base hit. You can't be that good a fastball hitter that you got to throw them all breaking balls.
This is the 8th extra pitch since Bauer thought he had gotten Belt or Longoria. It's a 1-2. And it's ball 2. Fifth pitch of the inning coming. 2-0 Dodgers, bottom of the 4th. Deuce is wild on Dickerson. 2 on, 2 out. And a 2-2. Did he go? You bet he did. The sword from Bauer as he gets out of the jam. Opponents now 2 for 29 with runners in scoring position this year against Bauer. Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the newest, friendliest, and safest casino resort. Good times. And by Mercury Insurance, low rates, big discounts, great insurance. 2-0 game, top of the 5th on a Chris Taylor home run. 3rd time through for the Dodgers. Mookie Betts has reached both times tonight. A walk and a double. Looks at ball 1 from Wood.
Alex is about a coin flip as far as first pitch strike. He's not getting ahead.
Evens it up 1-1. Good to see the extra base pop from Betts his last time. Slashes a line drive, base hit into center field, and he's been on all 3 times tonight. Throw goes into second. He made them do that. Then the throw comes back to first. And he's just in there safely. He really rounded aggressively. You saw him hurry the throw in as he threatened to go to second and then just barely got back to first.
Got you covered, Clayton. Boy, I don't know if the Giants are going to want to look at that. Brandon Belt is reaching. It just doesn't look like he gets to him. Ball definitely arrives in time. Here's the angle you need to see. Yep, he is just too far away. Mookie gets in there just by a fingernail.
Whew. Out in front of Taylor like he was in the third when Taylor went deep. Chris shows bunt, takes the ball. StatCast powered by Google Cloud. 107-mile-per-hour blistered ball to center.
A complete baseball player, plays defense all over the field, and after that home run, the first pitch, he looked like he wanted to lay down a bunt.
Picture of well-roundedness. On a 1-0, Taylor takes ball 2. We gush about him a lot of nights. There just aren't very many things he doesn't do well. It's a strike and it's 2-1. As he's cut down on the strikeouts and as he's made his chase rate elite, it's hard to nitpick.
Yeah, before this, you could say he was a little bit of a streaky player, but he has been so consistent this year.
Missed this one, and right Yastrzemski puts Taylor away.
Be at Dodger Stadium when the Dodgers take on Nolan Arenado and the Cardinals in a 3-game series beginning Memorial Day, May 31st. Plus, enjoy all the new food and beverage offerings in the newly renovated Center Field Plaza, including Shake Shack, California Pizza Kitchen, and more. To purchase, visit Dodgers.com/tickets.
Cardinals playing the Cubs tonight. Cubs leading 12-3. And so if that score holds, the top 3 records will remain in the National League West. 1-on-1 out for Turner. Takes ball 1. Padres start the game or start the day right between the Giants and the Dodgers. Game back of the Giants, game ahead of the Dodgers, and they lead the Mariners 4-1. '70th pitch tonight. A 1-0 from Wood. At the knees, strike 1. Well placed, 1-2.
When hitters are going good, they'll tell you the ball looks like a beach ball. When they are not, like Justin right now, it probably looks like a golf ball.
Shoots one the other way. Base hit for Turner to snap the 0 for 19. First and second with 1 away.
He needed that hit in a big way. Now 1 for 3 tonight. Came into the game on the homestand. Was just hitting 129 on the homestand. So it has been a long drought for him.
The Dodgers again. This is the 4th straight inning. They've had multiple runners on. The only way they've been able to push anybody across was that Taylor homer. Pujols has grounded out twice.
Like everybody in the lineup, Albert trying to get the ball in the air off Alex Wood.
Yeah, Albert's hit it hard most times he's been up there in his week with a team, but a lot of it has been on the ground. This one's in the air, but backing out of play.
The Dodgers have picked on Wood's changeup. They're 3 for 3 off of that, and they were 0 for 6 off the fastball before coming into this inning. But both Betts and Turner have gotten hits on the fastball, so they're 2 for 3 Well, they're picking on 2 of the 3 pitches. They haven't really hit the slider, though.
Fastball is really the only one that's given anything up for Wood through 5 starts this year, through 6 starts this year. Home with an 0-1. Pujols watches it miss for ball 1. That would be a big part of the reason why he's throwing it less than ever before. About 40% with the fastball from Wood. 30-year-old from Charlotte, North Carolina, in his 9th big league season. Delivers 1-1. Pujols wraps it in the ground to the hole. It's short. They'll get it out at second. Over to first. Double play. So he induces another ground ball. This one turns into a 6-4-3 inning ender. Trevor Bauer, 7 Ks through 4 scoreless innings. He'll face the bottom third of the order here in the 5th. 2-0. Dodgers in front, looking for their 9th win out of their last 10.
Both Trevor and Dave Roberts would love to see him be very efficient this inning. It'd be great if he could keep the pitch count right around 80 after this inning.
Solano leads it off. Strike 1. Well, last inning he gave up that bloop double to Belt with 2 out, and then thought he had struck out Evan Longoria on a borderline pitch. Could have gone either way. It's called a ball, and he had to throw 10 more pitches. Significant thing on a day like this, following the bullpen day. Kirsten reporting before the game, just 4 relievers available tonight.
Mentioned that Albert always trying to get the ball up in the air, because with his wheels and now anything on the ground, he's going to get thrown out at first, and you can even go and get 2 from the hole.
Solano takes this one. It's 1-2. Reason we showed you again was they took a minute to look and see if indeed the throw had beaten the runner to second. Dodgers decided not to challenge it. Struck Solano out his first time. Has him at 1-2. And comes back home. Sliders raked to third. Turner lobs it across and gets him. Quick release to get Solano. 1 away. There's Tauchman. Flied out on the first pitch that he saw his first time, which is against his trend. He sees more pitches per plate appearance than any player in the majors. God, the Giants have tried to acquire a few times under Farhan Zaidi. Finally able to get him this April. Somebody the Dodgers saw a little bit when he debuted with the Rockies a few years back. 2 years there, then to the Yankees for 2+ seasons, including one really good year, 2019, when the Yankees were dealing with so many injuries. Tauchman hit .277, had 13 home runs. The only time he's ever had an everyday role. So they're hoping giving him the everyday at-bats again can pull something out of him like that. 2-1. Darren Ruff in the on-deck circle. And Alex Wood's spot.
Giants aren't used to being down, especially at home where they're 14-4, and haven't been a big comeback team this year. They're just really a team that breaks on top, great starting staff, and have been able to finish games off.
Pop fly. Luck's taking charge. Collides with Taylor but makes the catch.
Both guys thought it was routine and no need to use the voice, it seems like. Chris Taylor thinking, oh, it's routine, pop up to left, I've got it. And Gavin Lux thinking, oh, routine, pop up to short. It's like maybe right at the very end, maybe Chris said something. Saw his mouth move. Yep, he's definitely saying it right there. Gavin locked in, ears shut down.
Wood hits for himself, takes a strike. Struck out his first time, one of the 7 for Bauer. Bottom of the 5th, 2-0. And quickly 0-2. There's that quick inning Trevor Bauer was looking for. Sits the Giants down in order on 12 pitches. From Pacifico is J.N. from Salem, Oregon. Hello to J.N., who is watching a 2-0 Dodger lead as this game goes to the top of the 6th inning in San Francisco. Time now for the Inside the Box score, brought to you by Kona Brewing Company. Betts has been on all 3 times tonight. A couple base hits and a walk. Scored on Chris Taylor's home run. That is the difference in this game right now. Smith, Lux, and Noisy due up in the 6th against Alex Wood. Upstairs, ball 1. Smith 1 for 2. He's got multiple hits in 3 consecutive starts. That includes a game-winning home run last night. One.
Be much more comfortable for the Dodgers and Dave Roberts if they could spread this lead out a little bit. Kirsten reported earlier that there's only probably 4 arms in the bullpen that are available. You've got Joe Kelly, Victor Gonzalez, and Kenley Jansen that have pitched back-to-back nights that they probably don't want to go to any of those guys. You got Jimmy Nelson, who threw 29 pitches yesterday. You got David Price, who threw 31. All on a bullpen day. You got Blake Trinan, who threw 15. He's probably available for the save. I would think Trinan would be the last guy in with a lead. And then you're probably going to see maybe Dennis Santana or Basia. He threw 16 yesterday, but he's probably available. Uceta will be available.
Smith leading off the 6th, swinging and missing, 1 gone. Strikeout number 6 for Alex Wood.
High breaking ball that Will thinks he should really put in play. Alex Wood with that funky delivery. Elbows and knees coming at you.
1 gone for Gavin Lux. Set an infield single his last time. He takes ball 1. Alex has always had kind of a funky delivery, and so he didn't get a ton of attention as a high school kid. He had to seek the colleges out. He wrote letters to dozens and dozens of Division I programs. And Georgia is one of the programs who saw enough with his note and some video they watched on him to come take a look, and eventually offered him offered him a scholarship.
Some of those college kids are getting paid.
Yeah.
I think I've heard that.
Yeah. 1 and 2.
Maybe not in baseball.
I was going to say, it's different sports.
Well, the funkiness of Alex's delivery comes from the fact that he sets up the lever system in a very abrupt manner. Kind of comes square, and then kind of like Clayton Kershaw, all of a sudden, after the secondary leg kick with Clayton, abruptly gets it.
Lux has his second base hit of the night. This one is towards the gap. Backhand Talkman. Lux bolting for second with a stand-up double. And his hot stretch continues.
His first at bat, he used his speed to just get a fielder's choice and not hit into a double play. The second one, an infield base hit. The speed came into play. And right here, this is just a base hit for a lot of guys. Doesn't completely thread the needle into the gap. But with his speed, a nice turn at first. He can show you that I'm smelling 2 right about now when I see that ball land. And he goes in standing up.
Two things that he was not doing over the first month. One, hitting left-handers. Two, hitting breaking balls. Two things that he started to do the last few weeks. Does both right there against Wood. Gives Noisy a chance. He takes ball one. Noisy singled his last time up. 2 of his last 18. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just getting back to that conversation on Wood, even though he had those funky mechanics and colleges are scared off that can this guy stay healthy. The Georgia coaches just loved the attitude, loved that he looked like an assassin when he was pitching. He's a very mild-mannered, polite guy off of the field. I think Tropiano warming, but as so many of these guys do, turns into a different person when he steps between the lines.
The second time this has happened with a man on second with Buster Posey and Alex Wood. Just a little trouble getting on the same page.
Now the 1-2 in the dirt, blocked by Posey, ball 2.
The other thing Gavin Lux is doing is hitting for power. The home runs on the homestand.
His OPS in May is 350 points higher than it was in April.
Raised the batting average 73 points. Going up even more here tonight.
With a 2-for-3 night. 2-2 pitch. Noisy swats it foul.
Most guys' leg kick comes down real smooth. Alex comes down really abruptly and sets his hips and keeps his shoulders closed and then just unwinds really quick after the foot hits.
He gets Noisy.
Quick pitched him right there. Came set and didn't go into the leg kick. Comes set enough to not be a balk, but then the leg kick is just kind of a slide step with the guy on second.
Seven strikeouts for Wood tonight. And it's up to DJ Peters with 2 gone. No, it's not. They put him on intentionally. And bring up Trevor Bauer. Trevor. Trying to get those gloves on.
It snuck up on him because of the intentional walk. You don't have to throw 4 wide ones, just hold up 4.
Trevor's just giving us time to get this quick word from Jack in the Box.
Everything's better with cheddar, like my new 2 for $5 cheddar biscuit breakfast sandwiches with cheddar baked right in.
A man of the people, a man of the Jacks in the Boxes.
Well, when he thought he had Longoria rung up on the fastball away and walked off the mound, the fans were into him, and now they're into him even more. It's pretty easy to get under the skin of the San Francisco fans if you're wearing a Dodger uniform.
And vice versa. 2 on, 2 out, and Bauer takes ball 1. And because of the nature of Trevor's contract, you don't know how long he'll be in this rivalry, but if he's in this for a while, it would be an easy guy for Giants fans to dislike. It's typically how it is, though. You really dislike the guys on your rivals that are the best guys. Bauer bangs There's a base hit to right. Yastrzemski was playing in, so he throws to first and actually gets him. So Bauer, oh man.
Even more of a reason to boo him.
Ball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Nissan. Choose Nissan today for great offers on our most exciting lineup ever. Shop NissanUSA.com. Night falling in San Francisco. Dodgers up 2-0 and a Chris Taylor home run back in the third. To the bottom of the sixth we go, and all stayed good hands from Mike Yastrzemski. Hitting Trevor Bauer here, turning a base hit into a 9-3 putout.
You don't make that throw very often, but he made it strong and accurate.
Now he goes back to do what he's paid to do, and he's done it well tonight. Done it well throughout this first season with the Dodgers. A 1-2-3 fifth, an important quick fifth on just 12 pitches. So he's at 84 as he goes to the sixth.
He's gone 6+ in 8 out of 9 outings, and the Dodgers really need him to go 6+. They'd love him to go 7 tonight. So he needs 2 more efficient outings or innings to maybe stay around 110, 115.
Now the average is at 106 over the last few years. So not out of the question that he could do that. Top of the order will come up. Yastrzemski, Posey, and Crawford. And tonight where Bauer's got 8 Ks, just 1 walk, only 2 hits against him, both of them softly hit.
I hope his projections aren't to strike out 12, because that would take the pitch count too far. I hope his projections are to get some first pitch, second pitch outs.
I don't know how much of it is that he tells us his projections after the game, but they're always very accurate. It's uncanny.
We got to start asking for him pregame.
Yeah, right. Put it down on paper, and then you hold it up at the press conference.
A hermetically sealed envelope.
Hermetically sealed. Wow.
Wax. With some wax. Yeah, and then break it open in your press conference.
Hermetically sealed. I guess I could figure out what that means, but I have no idea.
I have no idea. I've just heard it.
Strike one on Yastrzemski.
Must have been in Batman and Robin or something. I don't know.
Yeah?
Who knows?
Why would that be?
I don't know. I watched a lot of cartoons.
When you think Batman and Robin, you think the cartoon.
Yeah.
Is it 0-1? It's high, ball 1.
I think Bruce Wayne also. Okay. Alfred. We could name all the characters.
You don't need to do that. The 1-1. Ball 2. You a big comic book guy, too?
A little bit when I was growing up, but it was mainly comic books of the regular, the real people shows like Batman and Robin and Superman. But I'd read those comics. I don't know about big. Yeah, definitely had them in the room.
Mm-hmm. The real people like Batman and Superman.
I had them in the room too, yeah.
2-1. A little bit high. Ball 3 on Yastrzemski. 0 for 2 tonight. Flied to left and struck out looking. Count goes full.
So you mentioned the mustaches in May.
Uh-huh.
So is this a team thing?
Yeah. A few of the guys are doing it. They said it ends when May ends.
Okay.
Just something for camaraderie, team spirit.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a good one going. See it from here. That one's upstairs and a leadoff walk for Yastrzemski. Immediately the Giants getting the tying run to the plate. In the form of Buster Posey, who's gone 0 for 2, lined out to right, flied out to left. Still hitting .366. .34 years old in his 12th big league year after taking last year off. On the first pitch from Bauer, he watches a slider catch the corner, and it's 0-1. What a beautiful night. A beautiful ballpark. Posey watches strike two. 94 with a fastball.
Loses Yastrzemski, a guy who's hitting just barely over 200, to get to a guy hitting 366. Sandy Koufax used to say the way to go deep into games is get the guys out you're supposed to get out, because guys like Posey, they're going to get their hits. Dodgers better hope he doesn't, because he's 0 for 2.
Wow, that thing had a lot of movement. Yastrzemski at first opened the inning. Another 0-2 from Bauer to Buster Posey. He struck him out looking. Devilish 95, tearing back into the zone. 9th strikeout for Bauer, 1 gone in the 6th.
First pitch slider low and away. Convinces him that that might be the out pitch, but then sticks with the heater 3 times in a row. And the last one, that two-seamer coming back, and it came back a long way.
They keep getting charted as 4-seamers. But
they could be.
It's amazing the way they're moving.
Yeah. Depends on the spin axis, right?
Yeah. And so I guess he is changing the shape of his 4-seam. As Crawford comes up 1-on-1 out in a 2-0 game. Normally it's 2 different grips to produce those 2 different movement profiles.
Charting services and pitchers don't always get along.
Crawford, who's 3rd in the league in home runs, 7 of them in 13 games this month. Fouls off the first pitch. Starting shortstop for the Giants, 10th consecutive year. Representing the tying run, 1 away in the 6th. Takes it low, and it's 1-1. Pretty soon he's going to be the franchise all-time leader in games played by a shortstop. Hall of Famer Travis Stonewall Jackson in the 1920s and 30s, only guy that's played more. Crawford within 22 games of him. On a 1-1 from Bauer, he takes it inside, and it's 2-1.
And fastball to the glove side that he punched out Posey with to a lefty. It's going to be kind of a comebacker.
No swing, ball 3.
Well, he didn't get the call either. He's right in the upper corner of the strike zone. Sometimes the check swing, the bat flash, can block the umpires out a little bit.
Seeing some of the more patient approach of these Giants hitters. On a 3-1 from Bauer, Crawford takes ball 4. Smith tracks it down in the on-deck circle. Yastrzemski to second. Tying run aboard in the 6th.
Giants struggling to have base runners tonight, but in this inning, Trevor has given them both with the walk.
2 hits tonight, but that's the 3rd walk.
Crawford had a first pitch strike, which Bauer has done 80% of the time, but that was the only strike he threw him.
Here's Bell. Bloop double his last time. after striking out looking his first time up. Belt has 8 home runs this year. Only the Braves have hit more homers than the Giants. Two on, 1 out. First pitch from Bauer. Not close. Ball 1. Nate Jones, just activated today, just acquired a few days ago from the Braves. That's foul, and it's 1-1. Ball 2. Kevin Longoria due next.
Trevor's been over 110 pitches or more 4 times. He's been at 113 3 times. That's his high.
103rd pitch tonight is fouled, and it's 2-2.
Worried about the 7th if you get there. Right now, Dave Roberts just wants to get him out of this inning and still have the lead.
Two on, 1 out. 2-2 pitch. He struck him out, rifling a fastball by Bell. Strikeout number 10 for Bauer is the second out of the 6th.
Going to the well here with a fastball in, and you can see it tail back over the middle. But started in a place where Bell thought it was going to be, ended up down the middle, beating the bat.
With the 10 strikeouts, everybody gets a free Jumbo Jack tomorrow with a purchase of a large drink at LA area Jack in the Box restaurants. Not out of the woods yet. Here's Longoria, having his best season in a Giants uniform. Yastrzemski at second, Crawford at first.
He's used the fastball against him only to spot by the edges. Other than that, he's wanted to use the breaking ball.
Started him with a fastball. Strike 1.
Trevor, you can tell by his body language where he's looking out in the outfield how important these pitches are to him.
One and 1.
When the Dodgers were struggling on the last road trip, Trevor was the one that stepped up and verbalized the fact that they were getting really frustrated with losing.
His 1-1 offering is bounced back to him off his glove, tracks it down, calmly throws wide. Yastrzemski in to score, and it's 2-1. That close to finishing off 6 shutout innings. Bauer charged with the air, and the Giants are on the board.
Well, he had a really good baseball clock. The deflection, but then he doesn't panic. And when he picks it up, he's just taking his time to make a nice basic throw to first. Kind of drops his elbow and catapults it away from Albert Pujols.
So now the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at second, and Alex Dickerson at the plate. Ball one. Ball two. That, by the way, was Trevor Bauer's first error in 4 years.
You do everything you can to erase the past and lock in on the present right here.
2-0 on a dangerous hitter in Alex Dickerson. Here it comes. Pop foul, 2-1. Giants getting on the board here in the 6th without a hit. A couple walks in an error. Crawford at third. Longoria at second. Bauer to Dickerson with a 2-1. Ball three. After Dickerson, it's Solano.
Four pitches to Dickerson, 3 of them with too much effort.
Three and two.
Pretty much the same pitch he got Belt on, but right here, this doesn't count as a strikeout, but he does get the swing and miss.
Still a chance to get through 6 with the lead. Trevor Bauer in his first Dodger-Giant matchup. 2-1 LA. Second and third, 2 out. 3-2 pitch. High fly ball. Right center field into the deepest part of the park. Betts with a call on the catch. And the inning is over. A Bauer error leads to the first run against him. The Dodgers hold on to the 2-1 lead.
Stand beginning Thursday. Save on tickets priced by sitting in the vaccinated sections. Now available on the field level in the right field pavilion, including the all-new home run seats. Get your tickets now at Dodgers.com/tickets.
Trevor Bauer has matched a season high 113 pitches moments ago. Trevor Bauer went down into the stairwell there, and looks like you're saying, I'm not coming out. We'll go have a conversation with Dave Roberts about that.
Go down to the private talking tunnel.
That's right. Zach Littell replaces Alex Wood in a 2-1 game here in the 7th. He's given up just 1 run this year. He's on a solo home run. And he's tied with his first one to Mookie Betts. The bullpen has been the biggest issue for the Giants. Rotation, best in baseball. Offense has been powerful. That's a strike on Betts, 1-1. But the bullpen, especially over the last month, an ERA above 5. Home runs have been the biggest issue. Littell's 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. Mookie trying to reach for the 4th time tonight. A walk, a double, and a single.
Littell mostly fastball cutters to righties. He does have a slider, but doesn't throw it very much. And he has a changeup and doesn't throw that very much.
They check the first. Betts went around.
He did pull a trigger on a slider. Mookie not sure he swung. Let's see. The Giants got the call.
One gone. Here's Taylor. Part of the reason the Dodgers were 8-1 on that homestand was what they did in the late innings. Plus 19 run differential, the best in baseball since the beginning of the homestand. Giants have been on the year not very good in the late innings. The issues their bullpen has had. 1-0 on Taylor, whose 2-run home run is counted for the Dodgers scoring. One ball, one strike. Gabe Kapler, second-year manager of the Giants. Former Dodger farm director. They'll ask to first on this. Nope, they'll just say he went around. And it's 1-2.
Projected manager of the Dodgers when they were going through the interview process with Dave Roberts ended up getting the job.
So Kapler went to the Phillies for a short tenure. Getting second opportunity with the Giants. 1-2. Shot there gives you appreciation for a guy hitting 96. Two and two.
Really hard to simulate to anybody who's never stood in a batter's box what 96 looks like, but the camera, believe me, the camera slows the ball down. Doesn't look anything like what we see. A little bit. I like what it does for the breaking ball, but the fastball, it's hard to simulate that speed.
And that looks really hard.
It looks hard, but it's even blurrier, at least to my eyes back in the day, than what the camera's doing, because the camera is perfectly still and doesn't have to swing a bat. And the camera doesn't blink.
Seven pitch coming to Chris Taylor. Got him swinging. 2 up, 2 down in the seventh.
Goes up the ladder. And pretty much hits the glove.
2 out for Turner. We check in with Kirsten.
Joe, an update from the AAA OKC team. Both Cody Bellinger and Zach McKinstry are on their rehab assignments, and tonight Cody Bellinger had an RBI single, went 1 for 4, and Zach McKinstry went 0 for 2, but had 2 runs with 2 walks.
Turner bounces the first one he sees to third. Longoria is there, and that's the inning. A good sign. Help is on the way, though. Bellinger and McKinstry both beginning their rehab assignments. We stretched in San Francisco in a 2-1 game. 13 pitches, so he won the argument with Dave Roberts. At least talked him into it. His career high, 127. He's done that twice.
His first pitch here will be a season high. He's been at 113 3 times, 110 once.
Bottom third of the order, Solano, Tachman, and the pitcher's spot. 2-1 game. Giants getting their only run last inning on a Bauer throwing error with 2 out. Solano is 0 for 2. He takes ball 1. When you talk your way into continuing, you got to go pitch well if you plan on talking your way into continuing again.
You sure do. You really feel like you owe your manager a clean inning.
There's a strike, 2-1.
didn't start out the way he planned it because he's been right at 80% first pitch strikes, but falling behind here and those walks from last inning, he wanted to come out firing strikes.
2-2. Trevor Bauer to Donovan Solano. The 2-2 pitch taken high, and the count goes full.
You see the most of his misses with the walks, and right here are high to the arm side. It's a little bit of lack of patience with your delivery.
Tries a payoff and bounces it. So leadoff walk here in the 7th. 4th one issued by Bauer. And up comes the 8-hitter Mike Tauchman.
You let him go back out there. Dave Roberts sticking with him.
Again, the bullpen carrying the load last night. 7 pitchers covering those 9 innings. Nobody going more than 2 innings. So it's a depleted group down there. Looks like the first man in is going to be Nate Jones for his Dodger debut. Tauchman 0 for 2 tonight. Pops the first one off the end of the bat. And the seats in strike 1. Darren Ruff. So the on-deck circle earlier tonight. Alex would wound up hitting for himself. Won't be the case here. With bullpen now in that 9 spot. Caleb Berriger. First of 19 between these teams this year, and it's been a good one. Runner at first, nobody out. 0-1 pitch. Ball 1.
A lot of times when guys get tired, they start defaulting to the off-speed stuff. Trevor is trying to power the fastball in there. And the velocity is not waning.
Two and 1.
You can see the spray pattern has really started to spread. Trying to go fastball away there, and again pulled it. And then when he goes away and gets it away, it seems to be high.
A 123rd pitch tonight is a 2-1 to Mike Tauchman, and it's outside ball 3.
Huge pitch right here. Get a strike here or an out. It'd be a huge pitch. 3-2.
Got it by him, full count.
Luck's on the left side by himself, so they put the speedy one over there to cover the most range.
The payoff, fouled off. It's the most pitches thrown by any pitcher in a game this year, unsurprisingly. And it's 2 shy of his career high. Got to figure one way or another this is it for him. Walks Solano to open the inning. Battled back to run this count full on Tauchman. Another 3-2 pitch. Digs deep and strikes him out. 96 to finish off his 11th K.
He did dig deep, and Dave Roberts going to be appreciative of it, but boy, did he give him an effort. Trevor built his own pitch count with the walks and the error, but he gave them what they needed. He gave them some depth into this game.
Trevor Bauer, 6 1/3, 126 pitches, the most thrown in a big league game this year. He leaves with a 2-1 lead. Paying homage to Tommy Lasorda as he heads back into the dugout in his first Dodger-Giant rivalry game. .126 pitches, 6 1/3, 1 unearned run, and somewhere Tommy Lasorda's smiling, watching him walk off, play into the crowd in San Francisco. Who's in, who's out? Brought to you by In-N-Out. Trevor Bauer's night is finished, and the Dodger debut for the veteran right-hander Nate Jones, who had some great seasons with the White Sox. Last year, Cincinnati was Bauer's teammate. Started this season in Atlanta. Dodgers just picked him up a few days ago. A few outings in Oklahoma City. Called up today. Delivers strike one to Darren Ruff. Jones, 35 years of age, more than 300 big league appearances. For his career, 30% better than big league average. Tying on a board with one gone as he gets a fastball by Ruff, and it's 0-2. So let's look at an ERA plus, where 100 is league average. For his career, he's 129.
Little funk in that delivery. Takes the ball out of his glove like he's a catcher, and then has a little shake to it. But then you get 96.
Yeah, it's like wait. Boom.
This is officially a dart thrower. Straight up with the glove, and then a little shake, and then he just throws it and just sets it up.
See if he can go Ted Lasso on him. Fouled off.
Well, you've had Alex Wood from the left side. Now you got Jones from the right side.
One on, one out. 7th inning in a 2-1 game. Jones strikes out Ruff. Lasso to the corner. 2 gone.
Trevor Bauer didn't get this call against Longoria, but against Ruff, Jones gets it.
Twelve strikeouts for Giants hitters tonight. 2 gone, and here's Yastrzemski. First one from Jones. Chopped right side. At second base, Sheldon Noisy. Good work from Nate Jones, who roars into that glove following Trevor Bauer. 126 pitches from Bauer tonight, and he leaves with a 2-1 lead. The Nissan calendar, 3 games this weekend in San Francisco. A travel day Monday. They go to Houston, take on the Astros for 2 games, and then it's the Giants again. 4-game series at Dodger Stadium starting next Thursday. They lead the first of 19 between the squads by a score of 2-1 as Caleb Berger comes on to pitch. Top of the 8th inning.
He's had 3 days off on only a third of an inning, but it took him 13 pitches in that third of an inning. Going to bring it up there about 93 from the left side with a slider and a curveball.
27 years old out of Jenison, Michigan. Made his big league debut last year. Comes home to Albert Pujols. And this is inside, ball 1. Pujols has grounded out all 3 times tonight. Here on a 1-0, he takes strike 1. Berriger came out of the middle of nowhere to make an impact last year. He wasn't at big league spring training, wasn't invited to summer camp initially. They brought him at the end of summer camp. Pujols with a base hit to open the 8th against a guy who wound up making the team with a short stint in the summer camp, pitching really well, and top 5 in the league at this point with a 0.69 ERA. But Pujols greeting him with a base hit.
Gets it in the air and gets it through the hole. He smoked this ball. Gonna run for himself so far.
He's on in front of Smith. The move typically for Dave Roberts late in games with Pujols has been to put DJ Peters in as the pinch runner and move the pieces around defensively. Peters already in the lineup. Nothing in 2 on Smith.
You could put Max Muncy over there, but then you lose the flexibility of hitting Max exactly where you might want to. You've still got the threat of an extra inning game, but Max looks like getting ready just in case. I don't know if that's for running in case Pujols gets to second or if that is for hitting.
One and 2. Figure a good chance that at some point in these late innings you will see a defensive move. For sure. If you don't have Albert taken out as a runner here. On 1-2, Will Smith flies one to left center field. Talkman with the call and the catch.
Subscribe to the Dodgers at Home to receive summer gift box featuring a Hawaiian shirt, World Series replica trophy, World Champions commemorative puzzle, and more surprises. Plus, gain access to exclusive digital content. Enjoy early access to sales and special events. Visit Dodgers.com/Dodgers at Home and join today.
Another 2-hit game for Gavin Lux. Single in the 4th, double in the 6th. Takes a fastball for strike 1. It's foul and it's 0-2.
Gavin kind of lifting and separating on that one, trying to get it off him, but also get the barrel to it and hit it for power.
Got his first 2 home runs of the season in the most recent homestand. Game winner early in the homestand against the Mariners, and then a grand slam against the Diamondbacks.
Accumulated a lot of RBIs on that homestand.
Home plate umpire Chris Guccione says that he went around, and the hitters, all they ever want is it's close, check, and that's what Gavin's saying.
We need the shortstop. Let's get back in the dugout right here in this situation. It wasn't even close. I think he checked his swing easy. Let's see from this angle.
It's close, but again, the point is, why don't you ask?
Yep, for sure.
2 out and Noisy. Noisy hits a high liner to center field. It's put away by Talkman. Hit it hard to the edge of the track, but Talkman was there. We go to the bottom of the 8th with the Dodgers up 2-1.
Trevor Bauer dominant all season long, Jerry, and got it going tonight as well.
He was outstanding tonight. He's got to hold him down now.
Hopefully we can do that and get a win and continue to dominate this rivalry.
All right, Kelvin. Max Muncy does come into the game to play first base, replacing Albert Pujols. Dodgers 2, Giants 1. Nate Jones will stay in for the bottom of the 8th inning with 2, 3, and 4 coming up. No chance to acquaint himself very quickly. Ball one on Posey. Struck out Darren Ruff. Got a ground out from Mike Yastrzemski. In relief of Trevor Bauer in the 7th. Leaving him on for the big dogs here, though. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You get to know your teammates a lot faster if you come in and get them out of a jam and then throw a 0 up in your next inning.
Jones, a 35-year-old from Butler, Kentucky. Delivering 1-1, getting a swing and a miss from Posey, 1-2.
Slider's his breaking ball, and that's what you just saw right there. Right around 95, 96 with the fastball, but Posey a breaking ball. Break that out of the box.
Jones 1-2. 2-2 on Posey. Leading the majors in average and in OPS. 0 for 3 tonight. Posey had yesterday off. He's been even better than the overall numbers following an off day. Healthier the better. Tops this one. Left side. Turner throws him out. A word from Morongo.
It's calling you. Belly up to the new Sideline Sports Bar. Good times.
So Jones has retired the first 3, and here's Crawford. Struck out twice against Bauer and walked. Strike 1. The issue for Jones in Atlanta earlier this year was a lack of command. He has been pounding it in there in his Dodger debut. Oh, and 2. Oh, 2. Crawford laid off. 1-2.
Gavin Lux will want to take a look at this, and boy, they appeal on that one, and that was about what Gavin had as far as the distance.
Target set up for this 1-2. It's perfectly placed, but Crawford takes it 2-2. Right there to strike him out. Crawford looking for something else and stood there like a house by the side of the road for out number 2.
He has pounded with the fastball, and the fastball up the pitch before, just missing away. Comes back with a slider. Just gets him to blink through it. Exceptional outing, but still the challenge is at the plate with Belt.
Base is empty, 2 gone. A 1-run game in the 8th. Fights this one off. Caught by Turner. 1-2, 3/8 for Nate Jones. Welcome to the Dodgers, to the right-hander from Kentucky. Ball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Dip into this. Grab a box of 15 tiny tacos or get them loaded. Only at Jack in the Box. Back in San Francisco, where the Dodgers are leading 2-1. They're out hitting the Giants 9-2. But a narrow advantage as this game goes to the ninth. Harlan Garcia comes on to pitch.
You know, Harlan trying to post a 0 and let the Giants only be down by 1 in the ninth. Some crazy things have happened in that ballpark in this series. He's working off of 3 days rest. Going to bring the fastball at about 93 in there, a slider, and a changeup.
8-9-1 for the Dodgers. DJ Peters to lead it off. Peters struck out twice on fastballs from Alex Wood. And so far in his big league career, Peters 0 for 12 with 10 strikeouts and at-bats finishing on fastballs.
You look at the size of the man coming in the box, you look at the data, and you don't want him to extend his arms, and you think the swing's a little long, that's what you're going to finish him with. Fastballs in, fastballs up.
On the bottom of the ninth inning, Longoria, Dickerson, and Solano due up. Blake Trinan has started to warm for the Dodgers. That's foul, and it's 1-1. Pitcher's spot due next. Matt Beatty going to get a chance.
These two ball clubs and the great starting pitching on both sides pretty much thought it was going to be a low-scoring game, and especially with this ballpark.
Breaking ball lifted to left center field, but it will stay in the yard for Dickerson. Trinan continues to get ready. Kenley Jansen pitching 3 of the 4 games against the Diamondbacks, so unavailable tonight. That is a pretty nice fallback option to have. Here's Beatty with 1 out, pinch hitting out of the 9th spot. A much different game going on down in San Diego, where the Padres lead the Mariners 12-1. If the Dodgers can hang on here, that would mean the Padres would be tied with the Giants for first. Dodgers trying to get to within a game of the Giants in the standings. And a 0-1 from Garcia. Beatty watches strike 2.
The Giants scored 19 yesterday.
Yeah.
And the Padres scoring an awful lot. Dodgers have had some explosions like that. I got to believe this division's going to come down to pitching, though.
3 best starting staffs in baseball. Padres, Giants, and Dodgers. Giants are number 1. The Giants, Padres, Dodgers. The 1-2. Walker Buehler for the Dodgers tomorrow. Giants are going to see how this played out tonight before naming a starter. It'll be a bullpen day for them. Urias and DeSclafani on Sunday. Beatty yanks a liner to right. That'll drop in front of Yastrzemski. Pinch hit, base hit for Matt Beatty. He'll go gunning for some insurance here in the ninth.
Maybe that'll get Matt started up again. His last 7 games only hitting 188. He's been a machine with runners in scoring position, but the average has started to plummet.
Been a good night for Mookie. A walk, a double, and a single. And then strike 3 his last time, where they checked down to first. And he was not happy with the call. Replay showed that it probably wasn't the right call. Strike 1 from Garcia. The on-base percentage right where it normally is for Mookie. The walk rate is still nice and high. It's the slugging that has dropped off over the first couple months of this year. Behind here 0-2. And enough of a drop off in the slugging. We're coming into the weekend. The OPS is the lowest it's ever been in his big league career. The old cliche of hoping he heats up as the weather does. Keep the on base where it is and even out by the end. Fouls that into the glove. 2 gone.
That's the pitch he struggled with this year as far as not having the pop or the higher average. The ball in the heart of the plate and the ball away. Hitters will watch that video over and over and over again and like, how did I miss it? What do I need to do different?
All hitters, and especially hitters wired like him. He's really hard on himself. Taylor, the hero at this point, his 2-run home run, the only scoring in this game for the Dodgers. Only run for the Giants came on a throwing error from Bauer. Two of the top 3 offenses in the league. And the pitchers stealing the show here in game 1. Strike 1.
Dodgers struck out 13 times last night. The Mookie strikeout was their 10th. He's getting some hits here tonight, but production probably shut down with not moving guys around when you're striking out.
Turner getting about as close as you can get. Change up 0-2. Beatty at first, 2 gone, and an 0-2 from Garcia. After a throw over, they've got him caught, and he's out. Fasten those seatbelts to the bottom of the 9th. Blake Trinan looking for his 2nd save of the season. Longoria, Dickerson, and Solano coming up for the Giants. Last 4 days, it's Blake Trinan for the 9th inning. 8 games in the month of May. He's not giving up a run. Here he is looking for his 2nd save of the year.
Back-to-back days for him here through 15 pitches yesterday. And this is the hardest thrower coming out of the Dodger bullpen with Brusdar Graterol on the IL. And Blake Trinan not only with that velocity but outstanding movement.
Got a save in Anaheim on May 8th. 1-2-3 9th inning in that case. Longoria, Dickerson, and Solano. First 2 guys with a lot of power. Dodgers trying to get their 9th win out of their last 10. Trying to move to within a game of the Giants in the standings. It's still very early, but never too early to take a peek at the Dodgers and Giants at the top of the division. Padres jammed in there as well. Here we go in the 9th. A little bit low at 97. Longoria is 0 for 2 tonight. On this 1-0, he swings and misses. 1-1. 0-2. Ground ball is short. Gavin Lux. One gone in the ninth.
4 fastballs with great movement right there to get that jam shot ground ball to Gavin Lux.
Now it's Dickerson. Dodgers 2, Giants 1. Dodgers got a home run from Chris Taylor in the 3rd inning. After Betts had doubled. That's all they're scoring tonight. The Giants run came in the 6th on a 2-out throwing error from Bauer. One day after they had 19 runs in Cincinnati to have just 2 hits tonight. Trinan's first one to Dickerson. Backdoor, strike 1.
Same pitch that Trevor Bauer used earlier in the game with him, that backdoor slider.
Now the 0-1. Weak pop fly. Left side of the infield. Turner's got it. 2 up, 2 down on just 6 pitches.
4 fastballs, a backdoor slider, and a cutter right there.
And for the bullpen so far, this is 7 up, 7 down between Nate Jones and Blake Trinan. Donovan Solano will try and keep things alive for the Giants. On a night where that was the concern, right? Would you have enough down there following the bullpen day?
Trevor Bauer gave him everything that he had, set the table, and gave him a run with an error.
Slider for strike 1.
1 out away from making it enough with the combination of Nate Jones and Blake Trinan.
Trinan's 0-1 pitch. Bouncing ball left side. Trinan over to get it with a bare hand. That will do it. Dodgers 2, Giants 1. Chris Taylor with a 2-run home run. Trevor Bauer throws 126 pitches, more than any pitcher in any game this year. And the bullpen is perfect. Nate Jones and Blake Trinan combined to finish it off.
Enough offense and 1 unearned run, and the Dodgers pull out a squeaker, and it was a good one to start the road trip, especially coming off an outstanding homestand.
And they have now won 9 of 10, within a game of the Giants in the West Division. Padres on their way to getting tied for first for San Francisco. For Hershiser, Kirsten Watson, and the rest of our crew, Joe Davis saying so long from San Francisco. We'll be back with you on Sunday for the final game of this series. For now, stay tuned. It's Access Sportsnet Dodgers, presented by your Southern California Ford dealers.